Hello and welcome. I am Lori Lander, founder of Lori Lander Coaching, and I have a question for you. Are you wanting to make a change in your life and you're not quite sure how to begin or what your first step should be? If so, take your first small step and click on the link below this video to receive a free and short mini training that explains the first essential step to making a change in your life, that also comes with a powerful download for you so you can begin taking this first step to making a change in your life. So make sure, click on the link below to receive this free mini training. So today I want to talk to you about the importance of vulnerability. Being vulnerable is not the easiest task in the world, but it is necessary in order to live your most authentic life. I have learned from personal experience that allowing my vulnerable side to be exposed is probably one of the toughest things for me to do, but it's also an area which I have grown the most. I am not one who likes drama in my life, and I actually will go as far as to say that when I was younger, I would avoid any type of confrontation with anyone at all cost, even blaming myself and taking responsibility for other people's poor behaviors just to avoid any confrontation. But what I learned through years of coaching was that I was avoiding vulnerability. And when I avoided being vulnerable, I was not showing up as my true, authentic self. And I also wasn't allowing others in my life to take responsibility for their own actions and behaviors. Learning to be more vulnerable is not easy, but I will tell you, it is also not easy holding all of those emotions and feelings inside, because I know from personal experience, this is when we can become depleted both emotionally and physically over time. I recently had a situation with a girlfriend who I had confided in about something and later found out that she had repeated what I had told her in confidence. And I felt betrayed, I was angry, and most of all, I was deeply hurt. And this was someone who I always felt had my back. And in that moment, I felt confused and I honestly wanted to just walk away from the friendship and not deal with all of the emotions that I was feeling. And I especially did not want to confront my girlfriend about this, but I knew that I had two choices. I could resort back to my old ways of trying to stuff all of my negative and hurt feelings in, which, by the way, never worked out well for me in the past, or I could face all of my own fears about being vulnerable and have an honest and open conversation with my girlfriend about how hurt I was. Can you guess which path I took? If you guessed the vulnerable one, you're right. I cannot tell you how freeing it was for me to share how I was feeling. I spoke my truth and explained how hurt I was, and we did end up talking everything through, and I felt like a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. I tell you this story because I too had to come to terms with being vulnerable. Although it is not easy, it is really important for you to stay true to who you are. I love this quote from Dr. Brené Brown, which describes vulnerability perfectly. She quotes, "Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up and be seen when we have no control over the outcome. Vulnerability is not weakness. It is our greatest measure of courage." I love this. I hope that you found value in this message today. Wishing you a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week.